Hey and welcome back to another video on the DeFi Whale channel, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at 2040 World. Okay, so you know how every other week there's some new Web3 game, dropping claims like next-gen gameplay and real ownership, and then you jump in and it's like a pixelated click-to-earn boredom with a mobile game vibe from 2013. But what if I told you that just the other day I accidentally stumbled across the game that is at a really early stage, but the product they've developed gives me AAA plus Web 2 games vibes. It's really of that high quality, and if you're wondering where I found it on DApp Radar, and we can see 2040 World. So what is 2040 World? 2040 World is a free-to-play immersive MMO action game set aboard a massive space station in 2040. Players become operators who remotely pilot advanced cybernetics organisms to explore the station and harvest resources. The game features PvE and PvP combat, resource management systems, crafting a dynamic auction house, seasonal events, and rewards for player activity. All these elements are woven into a unified in-game economy powered by Web3 mechanics. 2040 World's gameplay loop is designed so that the value of in-game items is tied to player time investment, while real-time market demands drive auction prices. So I came across something that finally broke this curse. And this game is legit giving me goosebumps. Just look at how clean this game already is. So just imagine a full-blown AAA quality MMO, not just in marketing words, but in actual gameplay, graphics and mechanics. And mix that with a fully on-chain player-owned economy, where every gun, every resource, and every upgrade can actually earn you something. Well, that's 2040 World. The game is built on the Solana blockchain, and 2040 World introduces a single in-game token system that allows players to profit from their time and effort within the game. From completing quests to trading in the marketplace, there are numerous ways to earn. And this isn't just a maybe someday it'll be fun kind of project, it's a brutal PvE and PvP grindfest built on Unreal Engine, like a futuristic shooter meets survival game set on a space station, where you battle for loot, trade gear in real time, and run a real in-game economy with Web3 tech at the core. It's fast, it's polished, and it's addictive. And it's giving players a real shot to own, earn, and dominate. And honestly, it might be the first time I've seen a Web3 game actually look and feel like something you'd want to play even in crypto, even if crypto didn't exist. Alright, so let's talk about what 2040 game is all about. This is a full-blown high-stakes MMO shooter, where survival depends on your choices, your class, and your skills, both in PvP and PvE. You drop into a massive orbital space station in the 2040 year, a lawless, brutal environment. Your mission is to survive, grind, loot, and build, whether you're extracting rare ores or hunting down enemies for high-value gear. Every session counts. The economy is player-driven, and what you earn, you own. And there are 5 licensed avatars, each with their own vibe and strengths. You have the Courier, the pack mule built for hauling massive loot across the map. The Explorer, max energy for long treks and deep missions. The Marauder, all-around savage, solid for every situation. The Survivor, great for PvE with boosted health and energy, hunt mobs, stack loot. And lastly the Warrior, the PvP beast, high HP, ready to go toe-to-toe with anyone. There's also a Grey avatar, a free-to-create random character, but heads up, there's a limited supply per day. You only have 10 such avatars. They're weak and usually you need to act fast and be careful if you're going the free route. Also another thing, every time your avatar dies, you need to create a new one or the last one that is free. To create avatars, you also need resources, but more on that later on. So for the PvP mode, you're locked and loaded with 11 weapons, 2 ammo types with damage multipliers, and 3 armor classes. And PvP in 2040 World is not for the weak. The kicker, full loot drop. If you die, everything you have goes to the victor. You win big or lose everything. And you can also go to the PvE mode, but you're not safe either. Face off against 9 hostile mobs, mine resources from ores and plants, and keep an eye on your energy, which you'll need to recharge at energy stations if you want to stay alive. Farming is legit here. It's not just kill monsters, it's about managing stamina, planning routes, and surviving the grind, so kinda challenging. Different avatars is different inventory loadouts, and whatever they're carrying when they die automatically gets sent back to your warehouse. So gear up smart and don't get greedy. Now let's dive into the player economy. This is where things get spicy. Everything is tradable. You can sell your gear, loot or crafted items in a live auction market. You can set your own prices, buy low, sell high. It's a real-time crypto economy in action. craft items from raw materials using your production setup, and you can even rent out your production stations to other players and earn passively. Also, you can upgrade your station and run full conveyor chains for automated gear production. This isn't just a shooter, it's a whole economic simulator laid on top of high-octane gameplay. 2040 World is building a full-on digital universe where you run the economy, you earn from your grind, and you choose how deep you want to go. And trust me, once you step into that orbital battlefield, you won't want to leave. Okay, and now I want to launch the game and show you what the gameplay looks like, what you can do here, and how everything works from a practical point of view. So when you just open up the game, you see that there's a seasonal event which is underway. This is actually an interesting one, as you can buy a battle pass which costs around $25 to $30 and you can grind prestige points. And you can see here what the battle pass gets you. And based on the prestige points, you can climb up the leaderboard and earn real USD when the season finishes and rewards distribution will start. Again, we can see all the tiers of the battle pass here. So if you buy premium, again you can see 300,000, and these are all the instant rewards you get. So if you buy it, this is what it looks like. And we're able to collect our loot already. And I must say, you cannot tell this is a Web3 game at all. It really is a AAA type of game. And here in the storage, we can see all of our things we have. Another thing I want to say is that the PvP arena will be rolled out soon, which is something I talked about at the beginning of the video. And as we just saw, we were in the lobby of the 2040 game. So everything looks really solid here. It even kind of gives me the vibes of the Battle Royale games such as PUBG, Fortnite and others, as all of them also have lobbies styled this way. There's also different loot boxes that vary by rarity, and to get them you first need to get the keys, which I assume you can also either get from the drops while playing or craft them like many other things. And there's another thing, the Battle Pass, which again I showed you just now. You can start it and start grinding much more and faster. At the beginning of the video, I told you that the team created the standalone economics in the game along with the auction, where you can actually buy and sell literally anything. And the thing the Battle Pass gives you can significantly help you to grow many times faster in the 2040 game. The rewards start from 100 prestige points and go up to 260,000, so the incentives are wild, which can serve you very well here. Again, the Battle Pass costs you 300,000 AUR, which is their in-game currency, and it's $30 approximately. But the things you can get from it is totally much more than what you're paying for. And also, by the way, to open up the auction section, you need to complete 0 out of 5 capture evacuations, but it's relatively easy. So now let's dive into some gameplay to show you what the team has made so far. So you can see that just after the spawn in the map, we can already start grinding resources, which we would then need to craft weapons, armor, avatars, and many other things. So now it's time to dive into some gameplay, and we're going to be loading into the game real quick now. As we can see, this is what it looks like when we spawn into the game. I've got to say, it's very, very clean. So I'm actually curious to see what this game has in store for us in the future. Also, the sound really matches the gameplay, so I can only imagine how much work they put into this game. So let's try killing at this stair right here. And we can see the snail drops off some loot, so that's a good thing. And in this game you can fight a wide variety of mobs. You can take the resources and other loot that drops from them, as we saw. This way you'll be able to use your advantage to craft things and improve the weapons, avatars and more in the game. Or just sell it on auction, get AUR and then exchange it for the real money. So let's try hitting this puzzle again. I'll reload real quick. And we can see the loot. And I just dropped everything that the monster dropped from the mob. I just grabbed anything that has been dropped from the mob. I have some stock in my inventory, and I also have a backpack to carry additional shit. Which will go once I pick up some stuff here again. And this is how it works. So I'm going to be playing like 5 minutes of this game, But so far, I already love it, and everything looks smooth and well developed here. The concept is really addicting, but if you remember that this is actually a Web3 game, that's even crazier, where you can earn real money while playing. It's truly mind-blowing, because the quality is by far greater than any other Web3 game I've ever played before. So let's keep playing the game a bit more. So I think I might push this guy. Maybe not, I guess. So let's just pull some more morphs right now. And of course explore the map a bit. We can see every part of the map looks very good as well. And everything works as intended, there's no bugs whatsoever. Another morph here. And this looks like a player, I think. So let's see what this is. Oh, someone's shooting me, so I'll shoot him back real quick. Bit of an unfair matchup, I guess. Let's not talk about the gameplay anymore, but let's take a look at their partnerships and traction. So 2040 World is already making serious moves, backed by a stacked lineup of powerhouse partners like AWS, Unreal Engine, XDAI, Regolith, FinchPay, Arena Games, and many more. This isn't some solo indie gig. It's a full-blown AAA grade ecosystem built with real infrastructure, real connections, and real momentum. And not only that, the team has also nailed the traction side. With over 10,000 beta registrations, 1,000 plus daily game sessions, and 30,000 plus Twitter followers, there's already a buzzing player base. And it's not just for show, players are spending an average of 2.5 hours per session. That's huge for any game, Web3 or not. And on top of that, let's take a look at this tweet. The race for prestige continued until the season's final minute. They've prepared special battle report for you. See how many licensed avatars were created and destroyed in the battle for a top 100 spot. And let's take a look here, and we can see over 4,000 created, over 3,000 destroyed, and we can see their top 3 players. So we know that the competition is heating up and that the gameplay is live, and the top players are already fighting for loot and bragging rights. The game is active, alive, and growing fast, and this is just the beginning. And then moreover, based on their roadmap, the next step will be to implement the mechanism of swapping their in-game currency AUR to real USDT, which we can withdraw from the game. And the most interesting will be the token listing. I'm almost sure that for those who are actively playing right now, the team will distribute additional rewards as an airdrop, because it's just logical, and I already see that. So I think it really is worth hitting a handful of solid milestones here in order to become eligible for the airdrop. I think it can be really soon, especially since they have already achieved almost everything they planned based on their roadmap. And the next steps are actually the swapping mechanism itself and TGE, with the following listings on the exchanges. As for their team, you can really tell when a project isn't just another hit and run, and the 2040 World team proves that from the jump. With over 24 public team members listed by name, role, and linked directly to their LinkedIn profiles, this is the kind of full transparency you rarely see in Web3. And we're talking about a squad of senior game developers, Unreal Engine engineers, UX designers, Python specialists, 3D artists, and system architects, all of whom are public-facing and accountable. You've got veterans like Karlen Danielyan and Pavel Losav. They'll be steering the ship, and they're backed by specialists with real-world AAA gaming and tech experience. And in an industry full of ghost teams and anonymous avatars, 2040's team is doxed, visible, and clearly in this for the long haul. These aren't opportunists chasing hype. These are serious builders crafting a game ecosystem from the ground up, with Unreal Engine level quality and a long-term roadmap already in motion. It's a clear green flag when a team is this large. They're skilled and this open. If you're wondering whether the devs are real, committed, and actually building, this answers your question loud and clear. This isn't just another crypto game, it's the birth of a true Web3 gaming studio, with the talent and transparency to back it. So in conclusion, guys, this is the kind of game we dreamed Web3 would deliver. AAA level graphics, real gameplay, actual PvP and PvE mechanics, and most importantly, real earning potential that's not just hype. But here's where it gets serious. 2040 World is on the brink of something huge, according to their roadmap. They're just about to roll out the feature we've all been waiting for, swapping their in-game currency AUR directly to USDT. That means everything you grind, loot, or craft in-game could soon become real money, and you'll be able to withdraw it straight from the game. And that's before the most explosive part, the token launch and exchange listings. All signs point to a TGE coming soon, and when it hits, the upside for early players could be massive. The devs have nearly completed everything on their roadmap, and logically, the next steps are unlocking AUR swaps and listing the token. It's all lining up. Plus, let's be real, when games get to this stage, they always reward their early players. Whether it's a big airdrop or exclusive in-game perks, the grind right now is likely to pay off big time. So you want to be the person who got in early, stacked gear, leveled up, and claimed every milestone possible before the snapshot. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for a Web3 game that actually delivers, this is it. The quality is here, the mechanics are here, and the money's about to be here. So download 2040 World now by using my referral links in the description and start playing. Earn gear, climb the leaderboards, and position yourself for what's coming, because once AUR goes live on exchanges, you'll wish you started sooner. Let's get it.